Well, forget form, forget stats. This is a derby game, and conventional wisdom goes out of the window. Milan's two football behemoths limber up to do battle once more, and the prospect is tantalising. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. One of the world's great city rivalries, the Milan derby. It has its own chapter in the story of the Italian game.
Well, Peter, a derby with over a century of history and two huge institutions. It's a game, no matter what the dynamic or the significance, has always been a really highly charged affair that's utterly unmissable, and I expect this one to be no different.
So things are underway. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. A game this so far beyond the ordinary. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Vieira, now that looks a decent ball. That's the keeper's ball. And this is Ronaldo. And it's Messi. Looking for options. There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Thuram goes long. There's a sharp little ball here. Bale has it in a wide position. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I can tell you that I'm a fan of this guy, Christian Romero, described by his national team boss as spectacular. I've always seen him as
tries one from range! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Makelele has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Mateus, all played right into his path. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. So, what can they make of this? And here's Hullet. Messi. Lovely feet. Drills one in. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. It's played through for him. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Messi, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Great vision. And this is Messi. Makelele. Oh, that's superb. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's Aguero! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Inter Milan are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Bale. And this is... Oh, shooting chance! And what a big quick... Oh, he's been caught napping! Aimed at the far side. And that has been knocked clear. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Eto'o. Now, can they get him away?
Hullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, what about a counter-attack? Dink through. And this is Ronaldinho. And the shot! And it's a goal!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Struck with genuine ferocity. The ball was there at a nice height and he was able to hit it with great control as well.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well,
And that brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Milan currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Oh, well played, well sorted out. No way through. That's a throw. Brilliantly cut out. Messi has a look and plays it forward. Thinks about the shot. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mateus. That is a great pick out. Aguero receives it in a wide position. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Inter Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Vieira. Pass somewhat off target. Ronaldinho. So we've reached the hour mark. And it's Gullit. Can he get on the end of this?
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7, numero 20.
Cruyff.
Messi. Numero 8, Makelele. Numero 4. Vieira. Lasciano il campo per il
Probing
numero
pass.
14. Il
Good
numero
ball
15.
over the top.
Ronaldinho.
And it's
Il numero
hoisted
13.
clear.
Yaya Touré. Il numero 22.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shoots! And there's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect.
Eto! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he? That's going in strongly.
Searching pass he's played there. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He's in a good position here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Neymar. Neymar. It's Neymar! And how did he not put that away?
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
And we
10.
have our very first
Viene
corner.
sostituito con il numero 19. Cambio di giocatori.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Cruyff, and it's been played through. Oh, he's got a side of chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
A case now of complete control.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Aguero. Now it's Cruyff. Aguero in acres of space out wide. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Not the most accurate pass. But it's Ronaldinho. That is good alertness. Neymar. Neymar stood his ground strongly. Great defending, strong and determined. Bale did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Ci saranno 3
And
minuti
it's
di recupero.
Neymar. Now it's Aguero. And he's picked it up out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Aimed beyond the defence. Cruyff with... He's rising! Well taken goal. Just cruising! They are cruising! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.